Coming up on NewsWatch 12 this morning, a new approach is aiming to guide the unhoused community onto a path of independence in Grants Pass.
Plus, we spoke with Pacific Power about the public forum, how the company plans to prevent wildfires with minimal impact to your power.
And today we have a weak system that could bring some showers, mainly areas over west side, but will be drier and still can expect some below average highs. I have more details for you coming up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6 o'clock on May 14th. We're taking a live look at Klamath Falls, presented by the Skylakes Medical Center. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Carlos Murrieta.
And I'm Brinkley Hill. We're first going to check in with Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress this morning. Sarah, we saw a couple of stormy and rainy days. What can we expect for our Wednesday?
For our Wednesday, definitely going to be a lot drier than what we saw the past couple of days, especially compared to our Monday. This morning, not much going on for us. We're seeing a little bit of cloud coverage, anywhere from mostly to partly cloudy skies this morning, maybe a little bit more clearing in some other areas. But out on radar, we are picking up some light showers along the coast, maybe some areas, this likely not even hitting the ground right now. But as we're west side today, we do have a weak front moving through that could bring the potential for maybe some showers over west side along the coast and maybe even to the Cascades, but other areas will be staying dry for us today. Now we'll see clouds decrease as well by the time we're later into the day. Temperatures will be making it into the 60s for us into the Rogue Valley, but it'll be a bit cooler for us still compared to where we should be for this time of year. But a look out at Wairika, just a bit of clouds this morning. Current temperatures about 42 degrees. Winds are calm across the region. We are seeing areas over east side a little bit breezier in some areas, but it is a calm start to our day. But around the region, those highs over at Brookings 60 for us, Klamath Falls 61, Wairika 63. We will see a little bit less clouds, like I mentioned, as we're working our way through the day, and could see a bit more sunshine than what we saw over the past few. But coming up in our next forecast, we'll take a closer look at what we can expect the next couple of days, because we do have a few more chances for some showers.
Thanks, Sarah. Now into our homeless crisis. After winning a Supreme Court case and in the wake of another lawsuit and injunction against the city of Grants Pass, the city might be carving a new path for homeless resources. Nonprofit and service providers joining a growing coalition that has a unified goal: eliminate the city's needs for sanctioned homeless encampments. The coalition, known as Pathways to Stability, is pushing a community-based model that will offer long-term solutions to homelessness.
This has absolutely nothing to do with enabling. It has to do with providing a hand up, providing an opportunity to succeed, to gain independence, self-sufficiency, health, safety. And this model is an accountability model. And as human beings, we all have to be held accountable to our behavior, like it or not. It's just the way it is.
Stepping Stone Stabilization Center is another location where resources are provided to help and get homeless into housing. Local nonprofits work as a network to help the unhoused community into independence, starting with low barrier shelter, transitioning into higher barrier living as they move towards independence.
If you're one of the 700,000 Oregonians to get food assistance, your benefits could be in jeopardy. Governor Kotek and Oregon's U.S. senators are warning against what they call harmful and short-sighted cuts to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. House Republicans are proposing states would be required to pay 5% of benefit costs beginning in the budget year 2028. Under the proposal, the state's administrative cost would increase to 75%. Leaders saying the net effect of this for states would be devastating.
When you cut SNAP, you're not cutting bureaucracy. You're cutting a child's dinner. You're cutting their breakfast. You're cutting their family's dignity.
In the federal budget year that ended September 30th of last year, 1 in 6 Oregonians received SNAP benefits. The budget and policy priorities found benefits equaled an average of $5.77 a day per member of the household.
New this morning, the city of Brookings has been awarded a $100,000 infrastructure grant. This grant from the Oregon Housing Infrastructure Support Fund will support future housing plans. Now, the funding will be used to complete a comprehensive housing needs analysis. The city will receive that data to guide infrastructure investments, address housing needs, and align with the upcoming state regulations expected for next year. The HISF program, which is administered by the Oregon Business Development Department, helps cities prepare for housing growth by funding infrastructure, planning for water, sewer, stormwater, and transportation systems.
California's top insurance regulator says that State Farm can soon start raising premiums for all of its home insurance customers in the state. The premiums will go up by 17% to help State Farm rebuild its capital following the Los Angeles wildfires. State Farm has argued the emergency rate hikes are necessary to help the company avoid a dire financial crisis that could force them to drop more California policies. The increase will apply to all the roughly 1 million homeowners State Farm insures in the state. More details on the premium increases can be found on our website, kdrv.com.
The Applegate Fire District has secured $1.1 million for community safety and wildfire resilience projects. Now, this money is coming from the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Fund. And through planning, infrastructure, and the Economic Revitalization Program, the grant money is going to go towards the expansion of Station 51 to enhance wildfire resilience in Jackson County.
The city of Talent has faced an unmatched amount of outages last summer as Pacific Power held their wildfire forum to discuss what they're doing ahead of this wildfire season. Pacific Power's enhanced safety setting was a hot topic at last night's forum, which is designed to instantly shut off power when a fault is detected, which triggered dozens of outages in Southern Oregon last summer. The company says it's now working to reduce those impacts by clearing debris and monitoring potential triggers more closely.
As we put these smart devices out of the line, we shrink the number of customers that can be impacted. And so that's a big improvement. So I would say we expect less number of customers to be impacted. Do we know yet on the number of events? Not really, because that's going to be based on the weather conditions.
The Pacific Power team talked about improvements they've made over the last couple of months, including fault indicators, bird diverters, and drone inspections, as well as 4 new reclosers to limit how many customers lose power during an outage. So maybe a few neighborhoods lose power instead of an entire city. Now, costs were also a concern last night. Looking ahead, Pacific Power says smart grid tech will be added to allow remote control of safety settings, reduce both risk and downtime. And if you missed last night's Pacific Power meeting, there will be another in Grants Pass tonight. You can find those details on our website.
Starting today, Fremont-Wainema National Forest plans to conduct prescribed burns in the Bly Ridge area. Surrounding communities may see smoke over the next several days. These prescribed fires reduce overgrown vegetation and protect communities from wildfires.
Tomorrow, Jackson County Alerts is sending their annual pre-fire season test alert. So if you've signed up for Jackson County Alerts, you're going to receive a text, call, email, and app notification at 10 a.m. Thursday morning. The mass notification test will conclude at noon. Jackson County Alerts is replacing the former Citizens Alert system.
In developing news this morning, the Portland Trailblazers are officially for sale. The estate of Paul G. Allen announced it has begun the process of selling the team. The estate has selected investment bank Allen & Company and law firm Hogan Lovells to lead the sales process, which is estimated to continue throughout the 2025-26 season. All proceeds from the sale will go towards charities, according to the team.
2 Oregon high school seniors just earned one of Amazon's most prestigious academic honors.
NewsWatch 12's Damian Alvarado is breaking down the scholarship and what one high schooler is planning to do next.
Now, what does Ashland High School, Amazon, and a $40,000 scholarship have in common? For one senior here, a future in tech.
It was a proud moment.
Claire Kiefer says she never imagined her application would stand out among thousands.
I mean, I knew the odds weren't, super in my favor, but with a pretty low stakes application like that, it's like, why not?
That decision paid off. Claire was selected for a $40,000 scholarship and a guaranteed paid internship at Amazon after her freshman year of college. She's heading to the University of Southern California this fall. planning to study computer science with a focus on artificial intelligence.
I'm really grateful that I've had all these opportunities to have such wonderful teachers and mentors here. And I'm very grateful for that and all the support they've given me.
Claire says Ashland High's support system from teachers to college prep advisors helped guide her to success. Principal Benjamin Bell says Claire's story shows what's possible when students are empowered to dream big.
Our mission is to, inspire learning for life, and clearly Claire is a great example of that.
Claire says she's still waiting to hear back on more scholarships, but this Amazon win already puts her college dreams one big step closer. Reporting in Ashland, I'm Damien Alvarado.
Caught on camera, a hairy situation. This bear was seen jumping out of a car in Siskiyou County before running off. As it warms up, bears are becoming more active as they're seeking easy food resources. And so remember, lock your doors, secure your trash, bring pet food inside. Otherwise, you may be welcoming an unexpected visit like this one.
And how wild is that the bear was jumping out of the car, I think?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How terrifying would it be to be going to work in the morning, open your car, and there's just a grizzly bear inside?
I'd be terrified, but Sarah, what you got lined up for us today? What'd you think?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about coming into work really early in the morning. The first thing I see is a bear in my car. I'd call in sick. Brinkley's doing weather. Anyway, so for us today, it is definitely a cooler start. We're seeing some clouds move their way in, starting out with a bit more cloud coverage this morning, but anywhere across the region. By the time we're into the second half of the day, we'll see mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky conditions. Temperatures will take their time warming up today, though. We should maybe be into the upper 50s to lower 60s by the time you're heading home from school. But coming up in our next forecast, let's have a better look at what you can expect for your Wednesday in about 7 minutes.